Hello, welcome to Rewrite Your Reality. I'm your host Reese, and today I want to talk about a very specific question somebody asked me, and it was when does it become unhealthy to keep imagining something when the three-dimensional world is something else, right? Cool question, typical question. It's how we generally feel sometimes, especially when we see something that is the opposite of what it is we want to see or be experiencing. That's okay. So where do we start? Let's start with the imagination and what's in your awareness and what the 3D world is. A lot of the time, not mostly, we think that the 3D world came from yesterday and it's going into something that we conceive of as being tomorrow. That's not true, right? We have the perception of these images in our mind where we did something yesterday, so we're doing this now. We're going to do something tomorrow, so what we're doing today is for tomorrow, rather, right? That's not really true. You see, the moment of every moment that you experience of three-dimensional reality comes from you and how you are perceiving it. You can do nothing with the circumstances and the appearances of the reality, but how you are experiencing the reality is everything, right? That being said, we think that the 3D world is going somewhere when we see something happening, right? Or we see, let's say, the question was about a specific person actually. So let's say hypothetically that person is with someone, or you don't know them, or whatever it is, or you're no longer in contact, right? The other typical thing. Then we think that they are going off on their own. The 3D reality is kind of just going off on its own. It's not really being what I want it to be. So we think that 3D reality is coming from this point, going to some other point there, right? That looks good. Oh, well, and we are around here somewhere, right? So we're trying to imagine something, hoping that this from here does that in a sense, right? We're trying to imagine love, and we want this to change into that. You see, it's not really going anywhere. It's just being who you are being right now. So if you're saying, I'm imagining something to turn the 3D into that, you're going to experience yourself trying to turn the 3D into that. Right? And it's a very odd thing because it's all very closely related to each other. You're not veering off too far. That's the thing. So when you realize that the 3D reality isn't going somewhere, you see, these lines are imaginary. These lines are imaginary in the sense that they don't actually exist. They only exist in your perception, right? They don't actually exist. They don't. It doesn't happen. This hasn't happened. This isn't happening. It's a way for your 3D mechanism to perceive itself here from where it came, right? And how it came into being. If you just snapped into being, you'd have no context as to who you are. It's just context for who you are now. That's why when you imagine something, those are your memories of this identity. You have context for who you are. So when you pick an identity, I am in the identity that is in love. You have picked the identity and you are in your end from start to finish, right? That script is written. You have everything already done, and you are experiencing it as your three-dimensional reality from that point of picking. There's that point, right? That's who you are now. You are this. You have a past that you perceive yourself to have, that this identity now has, and that's the entirety of it, and you are experiencing it now as your three-dimensional experience to know the fulfillment of this identity that you have picked. So when you stay in the knowing that I am that version of myself that is in that relationship with the person that I choose because I am God, because it already exists, because I am all of existence, and since I am all of existence, that is one aspect, one story, one completion, one fulfillment, one fulfilled identity, one fulfilled reality of the dimension of reality itself that is in my awareness, that I give life, love, and light to, because I created it from within myself, and I'm here within the frame to experience it. And it is my choice. Who I imagine myself to be is my choice. It's my decision, because I am the awareness that created myself and the person that I am in love with, and the love that we experiencing together from love. It's all love. It's all me. That is what now is your three-dimensional reality. Yes, sometimes appearances look as if they are one thing, but those are just appearances. Jesus said, do not judge by appearance, because you can't. You don't have the awareness of what is happening as the universe is rearranging itself. You see, it's not going into what you want. It's not coming from where you want it to be. It is being who you are being. And if you are being that person who knows that I am reality and I have chosen an identity, and it is the rearrangement of reality is my experiencing of this identity, that is who you are. So you just follow the script. You see, it's never unhealthy, because what is happening in your awareness is happening. Sure, you may see things that may seem contradictory to what it is you want, and then you imagine things feeling as if, no, I'm feeling helpless and hopeless and whatever else it is, and unhealthy because I'm feeling somewhere and reality is going somewhere. It's because of your identification with that being more real than that. What you are seeing is more real than what you are aware of. But remember, what you are seeing is what you are aware of seeing. So see what you want to be aware of, and be aware of what it is you want to see. See? So imagine that, and make that your only reality, and make the reality irrelevant to what it is you are imagining. You see how subtle it is. You see something, you start imagining, oh no, this, and what I need to do to make it happen, and what I need to do to change it so I can imagine it better, blah. Skip all that. What do you want? I want to experience a relationship with the girl that I love, with the guy that I love, whatever it is. Okay. Because I'm aware of this, it exists. If I'm aware of it and it exists, and I am awareness, it exists within me and I exist within it. That's my choice. It doesn't matter what's going on. My choice is my reality. My reality is reflecting that choice, regardless of what it looks like. I'm just going to keep on walking, persisting in knowing that I have chosen that I am who I say I am. Right? I am who I say I am. That's it. So there's no unhealthy whatever else. It's just a recognition that what you are imagining is concurrently existing with what you are seeing in the 3D. Both have no meaning. But you are acknowledging that what you are imagining is a three-dimensional reality, a timeline, a preference, an identity. And that is your experience of reality, and that is what the three-dimensional reality is unfolding and coalescing as immediately, regardless of what it looks like, regardless of whatever time you perceive as happening. You are only ever aware that it's all happening here. You see, the three-dimensional reality consists of itself, and it is within your awareness. So you are seeing stuff within your awareness, right? But you have to understand is that everything that you're aware of in and as a three-dimensional reality is also consisting of the unseen and the seen, right? The 99 and the 1. So your manifestation is here in the same frame of reference, but the frame is being who you are. So if you are being, I am that person myself, every single thing is working out for me. I am living my dream. I am who I say I am. I am who I say I am. I am infinity. What I don't prefer is not my reality. I just let it be there, because I'm choosing who I am, and as I choose who I am, I am. Yeah, I am. As I choose who I am, I am. I am that. Right? So you are the projector, and you're the projection, and you're that which is projected. Right? You're putting another film into the projector. That's it. So remember, you are choosing an identity from the infinite identities that you have as awareness. Remember, you are awareness. As awareness, you're calling into your frame of awareness and identity with the acknowledgement, and that frame and the identity is in love, right? It has money, is in love, whatever. You are aware that in this moment, in that frame that you are imagining, in the frame that you are imagining, right? You with your specific person, money, this, that. You are calling forth that frame. You are aware that this frame is not connected to anything. There's no conditions to this frame. There's no circumstances to being this version of yourself. You're calling it fresh. You understand that this frame now has its own past, has its own future. And as your three-dimensional world, which is all in your awareness, it starts to rearrange into that frame for your experiencing, or but you only ever experience it here. You can't change any circumstances and conditions in the three-dimensional reality. For the most part, they don't actually mean what you think they mean, so trying to change them is actually impossible. Because it doesn't mean what you think they mean anyway. So what are you changing it from to? What are you changing circumstances from and to? Or how do you think the circumstances prevent something when you don't know what they are, or what they mean, or why they're there? You only know they're all there from you, from whatever past belief you've had, or something. That however it makes you feel, that feeling is that belief, and then you just you don't have to dig into it too much. It's just I am not, and you can decide in that moment. I'm feeling I am not. I'm feeling overwhelmed. I'm feeling whatever. I'm feeling I am not. I'm allowing that feeling. I'm going to go back to knowing, regardless of how I feel, regardless of what I think, regardless of what I see, regardless of where I am, what I'm doing, I am, and I always will be. I am infinity. I am the way. I am God. I am reality. I am fulfilled. I am all realities. I am all frames of reality. I exist, and I am existence. And if I exist in the frame of reality that I desire to exist in. That is why I can see my end, and I am in my end right here and right now, and I'm staying here. I am this identity. It's within my awareness, and I am reality. And this is my choice. This is my decision that I am. I'm deciding that I am, and I'm persisting in this, knowing that this is my identity. This is who I am. It has its own past, its own present, collapsed completely, utterly here and now, and it's unfolding as my three-dimensional world. It doesn't matter what it looks like. Be still and know that you are God. Be still and know that what you desire has already been yours. You've already experienced it. These are all just memories of who you are. Remembering who you are. That's it. You are now a identity with a completed life story, and you are remembering that life story. Every single time you imagine it, you're not imagining what you hope that identity becomes. You are already the identity, the entirety of it. You are the entire identity right now. So when you imagine from being that identity, you are threading those frames. Your higher self is threading those frames, and you are imagining it from that identity. You are anything you imagine as the identity that you have chosen as awareness is already a memory. It's a past memory. So that it has to be yours. So remember, the three-dimensional world is not going somewhere, nor is it coming from somewhere. It's all a perception. It's all in this now moment of what you're assuming, thinking, and believing. So if you know it's not going anywhere, and you know it isn't coming anywhere, what is it? My three-dimensional world is who I am, and I am that version of myself that is in my desired reality. I am living my dream life. I am the dream identity. I am completely focused on imagining things the way that I would like them to be. Sowing the seeds of my reality, sowing the seeds of love, sowing the seeds of my dream. Imagining it, and feeling that real, because that is who I am now. So remember, the only thing that matters is who you are. I am reality. I am all reality. I am all of existence. I am. I made that decision that no matter what, it will not shake my knowing that I exist, that I am, that I exist everywhere in all things. That is who you are. So stay in your end. I'm your host, Reese. This is Real Reality. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the love, the subscribing, the comments, the joining. I have a Facebook group available if you want to join and ask me personal questions and personalized questions, and you want a specific topic or something like that, welcome. There's a TikTok page as well where I unpack things a little differently, but also add some of the same videos that if you want to see them again in a different way, it's cool. Thank you all for being here. Much love. Infinite gratitude, truly. I do feel like we're leveling up all together. I really do. Because we are. As you level up, you experience other people in that way. So as I level up, I experience all of you in that way. That's beautiful. So thank you for the love. Thank you for the light. Thank you for the support. Thank you for all of it. Infinite gratitude. Much love. Take care. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.